another video. I know it's been a minute. Life has been life, and for one, I don't know if you can hear that I'm congested, but I'm trying to get over this cold. My nose. We already got beef because it's like how I can't breathe through my nose. Like what you got going on, but that's neither here or there. But on to tonight's topic. We will be discussing anxiety, y'all. Yes. Now, today was real. And anxiety is something new, for me. This background story behind it, I'm gonna try not to make this video long, y'all, but just to give y'all a little bit of background of how I ended up to where I am today. So a few months ago, I went to the ER because my chest was hurting. Like, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know if it was, maybe something I ate caused gas to be moving around in my chest, but my chest was hurting, right? So did an x-ray. Everything looks fine. Doctor just, follow up with the gastro and also follow up with the cardiologist just to make sure nothing serious is going on. So once I got the clear that I was okay, I was like, okay, ain't no worries. I'm good. I'm gonna go about my business, right? Was fine for a few months. Then it hit me again. Boom. Chest is... So I'm like, okay, back to the ER we go. So now it's definitely time to see a cardiologist, right? Because now they don't see anything wrong, but because the pain has come back, we need to take the precautions and do the things that we need to do to rule out any of the serious stuff, right? So in my mind, I am flipping out because I'm like, I am too young to be dealing with all of this stuff. Like, no, this cannot be happening. So I go to the cardiologist, doing a stress test, doing the ultrasound of my heart, and I'm freaking out because this is something major. Like, and to me, just going to these doctor visits and they're hooking you up to all this stuff, and you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's too much. Okay, you get the results back, everything's fine, nothing's wrong. Okay, cool. That's reassuring news, right? So now go back to my regular primary doctor, because I'm still dealing with the chest pain, but now it feels like I'm dealing with acid reflux, right? So check me out. She's like, okay, I'm gonna refer you to a GI doctor. We're gonna go ahead and take a look inside to see what's going on. Y'all, that freaked me out too, because now here I am drinking this nasty chalky milkshake type situation, and they're just clicking, taking pictures, clicking. I'm like, oh Lord, so of course you always think the worst. So I'm like, oh my God, praying like, Lord, please let everything be fine. Get the call, everything's fine. There's nothing going on in there, perfectly healthy. Follow up with your primary. We need to get your stress levels checked out and under wraps. Okay, another sense of relief. Go back to the primary. She's like, okay, so you're dealing with anxiety. She said, so what we can do is we get you to see another doctor who can go ahead and get you some medication so that we can get you feeling better. So I'm like, I wasn't really feeling the medication because, of course, when you think of medication, you just think of something suppressing how you feel or being in zombie mode, and I was like, I don't want that for myself. So I was like, okay, well, hold on, let me try doing it the natural way. For those who know me, y'all know I'm big on my herbs and things like that. So I'm like, okay, let me try the natural way. Let me try exercising for real, because we get in that mode where we like, okay, we can exercising, but we may skip a day or two, maybe 3, you know what I'm saying? But let me really go hardcore to make sure that I can get this under wraps naturally first before you want to throw a pill at me. Okay. So this is when I'm like, okay, well, let me go ahead and talk to a therapist. So I got with my therapist, and she's like, okay, you're dealing with moderate anxiety and panic attacks. Excuse me? Panic attacks? Had no idea that I was dealing with panic attacks. Anxiety, okay, we deal with anxiety every day in life with just the normal things in life, you know what I'm saying? So when she threw the panic attack at me, I'm like, wow, this is much deeper than I thought, and what I realized is that in life, we put ourselves in survival mode and don't even realize it, y'all. We're constantly in fight or flight mode. And it's just like, when we bury a lot of things, you know, you be like, oh, something happened, I ain't even gonna deal with that, whatever, I'm just gonna roll with the punches, it is what it is, I'll be all right. That's causing more harm than anything. Instead of dealing with it and facing it head on, burying it, oh, it's gonna come back. We don't know when, but it's gonna come back. And it manifests into so many different things that you don't even realize. So when they say self-care is important, self-care is really important. But anyway, back to the story at hand. Today I had an episode, and when I tell you I cried like a baby, and I didn't understand where it came from. I journaled, I read my Bible, got into the scripture, prayed, did my breathing, and got some love from my loved ones, because I really needed it today. And I get in a mode sometimes, it's just like, I keep saying, I'm just ready to feel like my normal self again, because it gets overwhelming when you get these anxious feelings and you don't know where it's coming from, you know. But I have to realize that I am doing the work, and I have to be patient with myself, because it's a lot of things that I have to unlearn and relearn, because we have to reprogram. And never have I would have never thought I would be where I am today. And it's just like, when episodes like that happen, it's like I lean into God, you know. And the scripture that says God did not give us the spirit of fear, but the power and love, peace and sound mind. It's like, okay, God, I hear you, you know. So it's just like, when I have my episodes, it's just like, okay, Lord, take this up off me, you know. And it's just for ones that are dealing with it, you are not alone, baby, okay? We gonna get through this. We are not gonna allow this to define us, you know. Continue to strive, give yourself grace, breathe, and do the work that you feel is necessary for you. You know, it's okay to have a therapist, you know, especially like, we shy upon going to talk to someone, and it can honestly help, because I can say, since I have been talking to my therapist, I have been dealing with episodes, but they're not as bad as they were, you know. So it's getting better. It's going to take time, you know. And it's just like, stay encouraged. Don't give up. You are not by yourself. Get you a great support system. Sometimes these flare-ups, you may just need to be loved on, or, you know, you've been neglecting, you know, your self-care routine, and just, you know, stick to what's gonna work for you. Don't allow no one to tell you, hey, you're crazy. You're not crazy. There is nothing wrong with you. You are beautiful. You are handsome. You are strong. You are great at everything that you do, and you will succeed at everything that you do. Whatever you put your mind to, you will accomplish it, okay? Anxiety is just something that we all have to get through, and it's not a label. We are not labeled. And that's the key, you know. I know sometimes, some days it may be easier, some days it may be hard, but know that you're not going through it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And just know that there is love, there is peace, and you will be okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop it here, y'all. I just wanted to share that with y'all. So good night.